season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
25 yards that time.
Not only was it a double move route, it was the dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip them in time. Big play. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that. But they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Patriots at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the move to his left. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Herbert off of play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one, but it'll be second and goal. Now it's Herbert. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Herbert. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Stevenson. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, Herbert. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. What Shot's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big pickup there on the run. 63 yards on the ground. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Elliott going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so much success running the ball on this drive. You get down there, you're knocking on the door, you go to throw it in disaster.
Sometimes you outguess yourself, because I think a lot of times they expect so much pressure from the defense in that situation that you want to throw the football, and instead
cause a fumble.
You look back at the drive in its entirety and you think running the ball might have been the way to go.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. All
right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton from a yard out. And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
From the 29, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Herbert going to try and run.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Nowhere to go
for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Inside give to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Offense returns to the field as the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
Touchdown, Patriots!
Tyquan Thornton
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up.
week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Zappi back to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So they keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
There, he's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Zappi. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Zappi on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And Zappi to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Third and goal. Here's Zappi. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up. But in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return. But they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's Stevenson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down.
He's got a man. That's Marshall.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Prescott.
He'll find his man.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here's Stevenson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And out now come the Cowboys.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you?